Okay, in this video, we're going to go through the Zdepth pass. Okay, so basically, a Zdepth pass is just a grayscale image, similar to the alpha channel, but it will use the 256 level of gray. Okay, so this gray and black color will determine like how far is the object from the camera. Okay, and they will map from number 0 all the way to 255. Okay, so this is basically an example on how the room when it's rendered using the Zdepth pass. Okay, now a more practical example on how the Zdepth is being used in a picture is that if you look at this flower picture, right, you can see like the camera or the image focus on this flower on the right, whereas the rest of the flower is blurred. Okay, so you can tell like there is a depth to it. So this is probably like in front of that flower, so this flower at the back. Okay, and we use that Zdepth or use this grayscale image to kind of help the audience to kind of focus here and make the rest of the flower blurry. Okay, so we use this Zdepth to help the audience focus on which part of the object that need to be in focus. Okay, so in this case is this right flower. Okay, so that's the purpose of having a Zdepth in your picture. And again, it's another example. So we have like fruit here, which is in focus, or maybe like the ball in focus, and the rest of the object in the scene is blurry. Okay, and that is the usage of the Zdepth. So you help the audience by make the rest of the object blurry and the object that you want to be focused in sharp. Okay, and also you can see the chopstick around this area is a bit sharp and this one is blurry. Okay, and you can also invert. So if you want this ball to be blurry and maybe this object on the top right to be in focus, you can also use the same method. Okay, you make the Zdepth and tweak the setting and make this one in focus and the rest is blurry. Okay, so you can invert the option for it. And again, this is an example why are we using like a Zdepth. Okay, number one is aesthetic. Okay, so if you look at this picture on the left and the picture on the right, I think the picture on the right is more has aesthetic value, I would say, right? So you can tell the audience like, hey, look at this person here, look at the subject as compared to here. Okay, so everything else is like blurry and this person is sharp. Okay, so there is like a depth also in the picture. And obviously number two is to help directing the audience attention to the subject. In this case is the lady here. Okay, whereas this one, like, there's not much sense of depth, but once you apply the Zdepth, you can see like there is a nice depth to your picture. Okay, and you can also change the setting on how much blurry is the background or object that is not in focus. Okay, so this is the advantage of using the Zdepth. Okay, so this is the example or the exercise file that we're going to be doing for this week. So we're going to have the subject, right? So this is a Smurf scene. You have the Papa Smurf, right? So this is the master layer. So once you apply the Zdepth to it, right, then you should get something like this. Okay, and you can control like how much blurry is the is this Zdepth. Okay, you can also invert. You can also make this too Smurf like sharp as compared to the Smurf or this Smurf, the Papa Smurf.